So today's daily, today's the Jinen Roshi daily calendar, daily calendar. Number 20. Okay. Practice is practice is to directly engage with the reality of the present moment. And this is a very important thing for us to practice. What the practice is, practice is to directly engage with the reality of the present moment. In another word, we have to be very familiar with those expenses coming up with the coming up on those expenses. When I clap my hands, you simply become this time. Why do you have to? When I clap my hands, you simply become this sound without doing anything. See? This is Zazen. This is Zazen. Without doing anything. Without doing anything either. Without self. Without self. We simply become this sound as it is. This is the most important thing. Other Gien Roshi just teaching. Practice is to directly engage with the reality of the present moment. See? Why do you have to be without doing anything? See? Yes? Those six senses, things to ID, sound to the ear, smell to nose, taste to mouth, and the kind of perception of the hot and the cold to our body. And the simply just thinking without sentence, those six senses just acting as they like. See, without sentence, those six senses are acting. See, as they like. See, very wonderful, very strange, but very marvelous. Without sense, without self, we are just acting right now. People never understand. People never understand this reality. That's the people have to be confused. What we think about the self, what we think of the self never exists. Never exists. That's reason. If we just want to realize this reality, we have to practice Zazen. What the Zazen means. Practice. What the doesn't practice either. Doesn't practice here to directly engage with the reality of the present moment. Never separate from what's going on right now, right here. Otherwise, you'll never be able to realize who you are. And this is Yeah? This reality just verify you, verify who you are. Very simple, very simple. Okay. Very simple, but very difficult to just realize what it is. So this is a very important thing. Practice is to directly engage with the reality of the present moment. Never separate from, never separate from right now, right here. This is very important thing. That is today's daily calendar again. Okay. So we go back to today's the text number. Today's text is we skip over 35 because the day after tomorrow we're gonna have a Takahatsu practice, so that we don't have much time. So number 35 is a kind of a short text. That's we skip all the number 35 today. Then we're gonna get to the number 36. Learning, it says, learning from certainty. Yeah? Learning from certainty. Yeah? And this is a very important thing. Yeah? What's a certainty is? Yeah? Without doing, you simply become distant. Yeah? Why do you have to be? Yeah? Always. In our daily lives, we never separate from this certainty. Always, always. See, when I face this, I simply become agitated. When I face this, yeah, I simply become this certainty. See? But this is a very wonderful. This is a tremendous wonderful thing. But people never have any question. People never have any question. See, why without doing, when I face this, I simply become agitated. See? Why do we have to be? Without doing anything. People don't know much about this. That is that is a tremendous, miserable thing. So once you just once our thinking or thoughts completely dropped away, completely ceased, then you'll be able to understand, or you'll be able to realize what it is. Okay, so that's much we have to do as others. Okay, so what the Gien Roshi just wanna teach us with number 36. Learning from certainty. Okay. When you come to a strange place, and suddenly ask a person who has just been let out of a car, where are you right now? Where are you right now? If someone ask Gary-san, where are you right now? Question is always very simple. I am in a library. nothing anymore. See, in case of Garrison, very simple. But in our case, some kind of confusion has come up. See? Where are you right now? Most people would reply. Most people would reply, I don't know, I don't know. See? So that, Gary-san, you are so great. You never say, I don't know. I'm always in the library. Very good. Very simple. Okay. However, it is certain that the person is definitely here now, even at that moment. This is the most certain thing. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are, see, you are always right now, right here. You are always right now, right here. In other words, you are always, see, you are always on the you always things happen on the sixth senses. Nothing more than always, always. But people never be able to have any question why it is, why it is. Yeah? We never be able to separate from right now, right here. Whatever we are doing, wherever we are. It's such a wondrous thing. Why we cannot just separate? Why we cannot separate from right now, right here? See? Nothing more less. Exactly as it is. Nothing more less. But people never have any question. With this tremendous certainty. See? That's why people have to be confused. See? Once you realize this reality, you never have any trouble. Okay. However, it is certain that the person is definitely here now, even at that moment, even any even any moment. We are exactly right now, right here. We will never be able to just separate from right now, right here. Why? Why? Think about it. Think about the thinking. You always separate from right now, right here. More reality is always right now, right here. That's that's the reason. That's the reason. See? Reality is nothing concerned with thinking. See? In other words, thinking is another reality. See? This is a very important thing. See? People don't know much about it. That's the reason people always attach thinking as so. It's caused us trouble, problem, question. See? Reality. Reality is nothing concerned with thinking. See? This is a very important thing. Unfortunately, however, the person had discarded that certainty. See? People don't know much about this reality. That's the reason people always miss this reality. Also, they are always that know that he. It's a, it's a, it's a totally strange, totally strange. People always like to know, like here, whatever people are doing, whatever people are, wherever people are, wherever, wherever people are, uh, uh, the the things just happen, the things happening is always right to know that he, see, but people don't know much about this reality. And because people always attach the thinking and so people are just people are just living in, living in this thinking or concept. It's a totally misunderstanding. It's called that trouble. Here is something we must. Here is something we must pay close attention to when we practice. You see, this is very important thing. Uh, uh, if we just realize who we are, if we want to realize who we are, and this is a key point, one of the key points of practice Zazen. Okay, here is something we must pay close attention to when we practice. Many people who practice take a long time. Many people who just practice take a long time and have a difficulty because they are trying to solve what they think they don't understand in their own mind. Yeah? All the people just try to find out what it is. But it's a totally unnecessary. It's a totally, even God is. See, when I ask you, why you always in a library? He always said, here, that is, that is my pleasure. That is my pleasure. No other is, no other. Very good, very good. Okay. Yeah. So many people, see, many people who practice take a long time and have a difficulty because they are trying to solve what they think they don't understand in their own mind. See? Because because we attach the thinking as thought. See? Because we just attach the thinking as thought. That's the reason. See? Once a kind of the question come up in your mind. So we always try to feel always solve what it is. See? It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. See? This one is a Dharma body. It's another human body. As far as this one, as far as this one. Even the things you see, we don't know much about anything. See? That kind of things. That question come out in this, on this. Then it's become just as it is. And then we just, we just, we just, we just, we just left anything. Listen. Then the things you just have a kind of question just to take it out as a memory, figure it out, and then you just try to know what it is, what it is. It's a totally the reality, the things already done, already end without any trouble. People don't know much about this reality. Without doing anything, without living. Any kind of question, any kind of trouble, any kind of problem come out in your mind. Listen, simply accept it. Simply accept and without any trouble, any question, any problem. But people don't know much about this. See? Basically, or fundamentally, we don't have any trouble, question, problem. See? That is our essential self. See? That is our essential self. And people don't know much about them. Unfortunately. So that people always just try to deal with, try to figure out, see, what it is, what is. That's called that trap. Okay. So that's the reason we have to do a zazen. See? Then the more you do zazen, the more you'll be able to clear what reality is. What the reality is. Okay. That's zazen. We just wanna just recommend. What zazen is, whenever just thinking or thought come out in our mind, simply just let it go. Let it go as it is. And this is totally enough. Okay. Okay. Instead, the whole point of practice is to learn from the certainty that you are standing right here, right now. In another word, as I just mentioned, see, you are always familiar. You are always be familiar with the things just happening on those six senses. See? You never separate. You never separate from the things that's happening on those six senses. See? Otherwise, you never be able to realize who you are. This is very important. Well, you might say that is zazen. See? The more you do zazen, the more you just are familiar with the things that's happening on those six senses. See? This is very important. Instead, the whole point of practice is to learn from the certainty that you are standing right here, right now. See? Why do you have to be when I clap my hand? See? It just simply become as it is without doing anything. Without doing anything, without self, without self, without self. This is a very important thing. Once you can just realize this reality, you are completely satisfied with yourself. Okay. And only this way you'll be able to satisfy yourself. Once that is clear, you will be saved. Oh, exactly. Once that is clear, once, once that is clear, you will be saved. This is the way of learning. This is the way of practice. Otherwise, you never be able to say. You never be able to satisfy with yourself. Okay. If you go in the if you go in the direction of trying to solve the problem by thinking about what you cannot solve, there is nothing you can do as a practitioner. See? Yeah. In other words, you should not think on what the reality is by thinking, with thinking. See? If you try to do it, you will be completely confused. See? This is very important. That much. See? No, realizing ourselves is nothing concerned with thinking. See? Just, just learn with reality. See? Just now with reality is just now with those six senses and things with the things just happening on those six senses. Otherwise, you never be able to just realize who you are. Okay, this is very important thing. Mm. If you go in the direction of trying to solve the problem by thinking about what you cannot solve, there's nothing you can do as a practitioner. See? You never do it. You never do it. See? Simply just sit. Simply just sit. Then see the things just coming on. The things just coming on. Those six senses. See? Is simply just separate from those the activity of the six senses. That is Zazen. That is Zazen. How you can do it? How you can do it? Whatever thinking or thought come up in your mind, you simply let it go. This is total. If you can do it, this doesn't. You're simply familiar with. You are simply familiar with things coming coming out on those six senses. That is that. If you can go in the direction of trying to solve the problem by thinking about what you cannot solve, there is nothing you can do as a practitioner. Even if you think you understand something that you cannot understand in your mind, you will not be able to understand the fact of your certainty. You, you never you never separate from the thinking at all. Even you just understand the things, understand things, and you cannot know, you cannot understand in your mind. This way, you never be able to just realize who you are. The reason why is our reality, our reality was the essential. The essential self is nothing concerned with thinking or concept. So just simply forget about the thinking or concept. You simply just become this. Simply just try to become the things you uh, uh, become one with the things you face to. This doesn't. Only this doesn't. You get to realize who you are. Very important thing. Okay. Even if someone else teach it to you and you think you understand it, it is only a process that is done in the mind. See? So you'll be able to just understand, this just exists. That's it. That's it. See? Garisa, that is it. Ah, oh, why the Garisa is always something like that? Why he? It's a very simple because he is always in rivalry. That's it. without, without any reason. Without, that's right. So that's what we never be able to realize who we are. Okay. So, uh, so never be misunderstood. Okay. And it is only a process. It is only a process that is done in the mind. Uh, you never be able to judge. You never be able to realize who you with with this. Unfortunately. Therefore, therefore, when you face reality, therefore, when you face reality, you are immediately confused. See? Because thinking a thought is not a reality. See? Even you just understand completely what it is, being thinking of concept. When you just face a reality, oh, you have a tremendous, huge confusion. Oh, see, that's mad. That's mad. See, thinking of thought is not a reality. See, if you understand everything with thinking of thought, you never be satisfied with everything. You never be able to satisfy anything. Mm, mm. So once you completely separate from thinking of thought, then whatever you just faced, whatever you see, you never have any confusion. You never have any confusion. Mm. That is Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. Therefore, when you face reality, you are immediately confused. However, the fact of this thing, this is Dhamma body. See? However, the fact of Dhamma body is always alive with a clear certainty. Very great. Very great. Kari-san, very great. Yeah. Your Dhamma body is always alive with a clear certainty. Mm. May I say so? Would be all right. Would be all right. I say so. Well, I never just doubt it, but okay. So once we have to realize this reality, then then your way of activity, your way of existence never have any trouble. Always with a clear certainty. And that is Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. I sincerely ask that you do your best to learn this. you do your best to learn this seriously. This is the most important thing for us to do. Once you just realize this reality, this authentic, you never have any trouble. You have a completely satisfaction with yourself. That's it. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gary-san.
Thank you. Thank you.
One more. Never say thank you. One more thank you. One more thing I said. Then you said thank you. See, you know much about this. A kind of a scare meter. Scare meter. See? That's a total enough. But if you don't have it, the half of it, and then that's enough. Then you just simply say with a round question. If you don't have it, then it doesn't matter. Then sit. Then things in. Whatever thinking or thought will come out in your mind. Simply, you just let it go as it is. This is would like to just recommend you to do. So someday or soon, your a square meter space or half square meter space become whole universe. Congratulations. Okay. So you say thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.